Oh, hey everybody, and welcome to the Ultimate Freedom Hangout. This is Diane Hockman. I'm here today, as always, on Tuesdays. We switch from Mondays to Tuesdays, presented by My Lead System Pro, the predominant training system in the online networking and attraction marketing space. Been here for over 5 years, training up the best of the best in the industry. So excited to be here with you today. I'm going to grab a couple of other people and bring them over. And we have a very big topic. Just so you know, guys, I have a oh, here he comes. Here comes Angus McKinney. And I'm going to see if Jackie wants to come over. Whoops. Hopefully you guys keep moving on me here. Hi, Angus.
Hello. I've seen you for ages.
I haven't seen you since yesterday.
You have your glasses on, look.
I have my glasses on. You have your glasses on. We all look extra smart, clearly. Very, very smart. So hopefully we'll get Jackie over if she's available to attend, or maybe grab someone else, and we will get the ball rolling. But I got a lot of announcements today, a lot of housekeeping, a lot of announcements, and then once we do all of those, we'll get down into the nitty-gritty. We're going to be talking about finding your ultimate customer or rep today, or what we know, speak of in the industry as customer avatars. Let's see if Bert wants to come over. If he does. And if there's anybody, let's see, let me just look real quick here. First of all, hello everybody. How's everybody doing? Good turnout today. Awesome. The word's getting out that we're doing Tuesdays. So awesome. So tonight, just so those of you that are here stateside know, we have the Leaders Hangout going on tonight, and I hear it's Mark Harbert, Michelle Pescasolido, and Bill Pescasolido, so gosh knows there's going to be some super good goodness in there. If you're a My Lead System Pro member, you can go in your back office and go ahead and find that link, but I'll push it out in the chat for you guys, for those of you that can't get enough. We'll send that out to you guys. Let me type that in. How are things over? You're on spring break, Angus?
It's good, thank you. And we actually had a nice day today.
You did? In
We
Scotland?
did. No rain.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see, MLSP.com. I'm almost sure it's /hangout. Almost sure. I could go look, but why look when we can guess? It's more fun that way. So that's for tonight. For those of you that are looking for some, I like those Tuesday nights because they're just fun, casual, get together. You never know what they're going to drop. It's usually not a specific hangout. Maurice, you're looking for the link to this hangout. That would be http mlsp.com/freedom. Whoop, freedom. All right, computer, come on. Don't be a slow Nelly.
Do you want me to put it in for you?
Yeah, would you? It's freedom-webinar. But guys, if you're an MLSP member and you're inviting people, please make sure you put your username the link that Angus pushes out.
You mean for the Tuesday one or this one, sorry?
I think Maurice said this webinar. I'm not sure which one he was looking for. I don't know if he's looking for the link to share for this one. And then I put out Tuesday night. So that's kind of cool. Those are going on. And then I want to talk about, before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to talk about what's going on Wednesday night, because I think this is probably one of the most important hangouts, webinars, whatever you want to call it, of the year. Tomorrow night, our founder, Brian Finale, is going to be teaching and talking about copywriting mastery, and I'm excited. He's asked me to come hang out. I'll be introducing him, which is just such an honor, and he's going to be talking about copywriting. Okay, and guys, I think that I just put up, Angus, on the right, do you see the little graphic that says copywriting mastery? You see it there?
On the right, no.
And you don't see it popped up? I tried to send it to you. Wait, somebody clicked on it, so it's there. I don't know if you have little buttons that you can switch from the chat to the offer, even though I'm not making an offer. I'm just giving you the registration information for tomorrow night. Guys, I cannot tell you enough. Hey, Bert. How learning some basic fundamental copywriting skills can change your business. It's going to change the way you interact on Facebook. It's going to change the titles that you use for your emails, the titles and copy that you use for your videos. Obviously, if you're interested in email marketing, it's going to make a big difference for you. Copywriting after you learn the basics of talking to people and making a presentation, and then learning how to put up a capture page like we have in our systems, copywriting is the next most important skill. And I dare say, I don't know, I couldn't even calculate how much money I have made because of mastering copywriting skills. It's one of my very favorite things to teach. I've done different workshops on it, but Brian has put together something really special. If you go to the link that I put up in the offer section, Bert, can you see it there?
They're all saying they can see it. I can't. It's fine.
Okay, well, only one person's clicked on it. Y'all can click on it and register if you haven't, and also at the end I'll send you right to it. It's in the offer area, but I've never used the offer area, so therefore I may be just dingy. But I know somebody saw it because somebody clicked on it.
Yeah, quite a lot of people have said they've seen it.
So that's good. Guys, you want to be on this. Obviously, if you're in Europe and you need to catch the replay, I usually always am yelling at all my European friends to go to bed. They don't have to stay up all the time. This one might be one you want to stay up for, but if I know us, we're going to be going and blowing for a while. So maybe watch an hour and go to bed and then, you know, come back later. But this is going to be really one of the granddaddies. There's a couple of skills. There's lots of skills to learn. But copywriting is fundamental. It will never change, okay? It hasn't changed in 100 years or more. And so copywriting online, copywriting offline, really, 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 hey, did I mention really?
Really?
Important skill, really. Really important skill. So definitely, and by the way, if you are a My Lead System Pro member, go in your back office and take a look. It'll show you how to share the link and so on and so forth. In fact, it is, where'd it go? Hang on. thecopywritingmaster.com, but you're going to put your username in front of it. So your username thecopywritingmaster.com. There's actually some pre-videos that people can watch and learn some skills and stuff beforehand. So, you know, we have a great webinar every Wednesday. And we have all kinds of stuff going on every Wednesday, but this, I think, is a landmark webinar. That's, my mentor used to say that, Bert, a landmark call.
I know someone that we know who's been waiting on this for about a year and a half.
Well, that's because he's been saying he's been doing it for a year and a half, so.
And I think probably her cats are waiting on it as well.
Her cats are waiting on it. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. If I know somebody that you know that has a lot of cats, so I'm guessing who it possibly could be. So today we're having webinar on demand. We had a special request from a person who asked me to cover a topic, and when I forgot to do it last week, and that was because I was traveling and stuff, that person made sure that they reminded me again, just like I asked them to. So today is by demand. We're going to be discussing how to find your perfect customer or rep, or what we call in the industry customer avatars. Okay, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've done to know my marketplace and know who I'm looking for, and then I'm going to show you some cool stuff online that you can do that'll help you get a clue. Okay, and it's again, the whole premise behind the Ultimate Freedom Webinar is everything that we teach on this. Now you can go to another training and they're going to teach you a lot of technical fancy dancy stuff, but on this particular one, it's super simple stuff. Angus, do you like super simple stuff?
I do. Very simple.
Super simple stuff that works, super simple that anybody can do. So these are things that you can walk out of here today and you can do immediately. Now, for those of you that would like to get advanced, you'll go into your back office and you're going to look up the training on keyword research, and you can do a lot more interesting targeting stuff. But today we're going to do some fun, simple stuff that you can use immediately that's going to help you. I want to say something here, but I'm having a mental block.
I'll say it for you. Something.
Thank you, Bert.
You're welcome.
I saw you unmute yourself, and I wanted to say something in reference to you, but you were muted, and so, well, whatever. Okay. First thing, how many of you guys, just give me a shout out in the chat, how many of you guys started in network marketing before you got onto the internet side? Did you guys, or did you get on the internet side first?
About 8 years before.
Yeah, so you were doing the network marketing side. What about you, Bert? Were you internet side first?
No, I was in network marketing first, and then I really came to the internet because I didn't know where else to go. I had a job that was like where my customer base was, and then I left that job because I was like, man, I could totally do this. I didn't realize that I thought that one thing was dependent on the other, so I left that job, and then all my customers were gone. I was like, hey, what just happened?
Yeah.
So
Ron is telling me that he's been in network marketing for quite a few years. Anyone else start at network marketing? Jonathan says yes. Brain fart. Rick, I have brain farts all the time. The more you hang around with me, the more you'll be like, I'm always lost. So good. Mark says network marketing. Brian. So a lot of you guys came from MLM onto the internet side, and there's a good chance that you came because you wanted to learn how to generate more leads and recruit more people. Now, how many of you heard at your original companies, who's the product for? And they would say, everybody. Who should you talk to? And they would say, everybody. And so you'd go out armed with all your flyers and your this and your samples, and you'd go talk to everybody. Who was annoyed by you? Everybody. So and the majority of the people here say that they came first through network marketing. And you know what? I appreciate that sentiment because, we do need to be, thank you, Jason, for sharing that with me in the chat. Anyway, I appreciate that because they do want to encourage you to get out. I mean, who should we share MLSP with? Not everybody. Like grandma may not be into it, but there's lots of people that can use it. But what we want to do is be able to locate people that are looking. My mentor, his line that he always used, one of the first lines I heard him say that I loved was, I'm looking for people that are looking for me. Okay, you might want to write that down. And please, if you write it on the internet, go ahead, but don't attribute it to me because I didn't make it up, and I don't think he did either. I'm not sure. Okay, just use it. I'm looking for people that are looking for me. Okay, I'm not looking for people that are not looking for me. So I really have to start to narrow down who is my target audience, who am I going after. In internet terms, we call it, now I saw a big controversy with you English type people. You're not English, you're Scottish, but the English type, they were just discussing whether Americans say it wrong. Is it niche or is it niche? Which one is it? Niche? Niche? I don't know, it's just like, I think it's like people that want to buy stuff from me. That's who I think it is. So, easy, right? So, we have to start to define it. So I want you to write down a couple of questions first. Okay, and when I say product, I could also be referring to service. Okay, so we could be talking about MLSP. By the way, guys, if you're new and visiting today and you haven't gotten a free trial, guys, we're like totally want you to take a trial. We totally want you to kick the tires. We love tire kickers here. We totally want you to come to the hangouts and things. We totally want you to go through our training, see our done-for-you marketing, see how you can customize your marketing. It's just MLSP.com. Okay, I'll type it in. My computer is just slow. Angus, can you type MLSP.com? It's just being weird. Niche. Mark says niche. Well, you're like sort of Frenchy, so. MLSP.com will give you a trial. Okay, so you can check it out. Don't like it, no harm, no foul. Go on your way. Make fun of us. It's okay. But, I encourage you to check it out, because if you want to learn to become a professional marketer, I could sit here and just run through. I have not enough fingers and toes and, I don't know, butt cheeks or whatever, I'm not supposed to say these things, to count the number of rock stars that were birthed here. Okay, rock stars that have gone on to make an awful lot of money, no income claims. It's based upon your efforts, etc. It's all based upon individual effort. But the number of rock stars that have been birthed here at MLSP is kind of silly. So when we're talking about figuring out who our target market is, the first thing I want you to do, and everybody grab a pen, is write down who's my product for? No, excuse me. What does my product or service do? What does my product or service do? And who's it good for? Now, most people, when I ask them this question, they start rambling. And it's like, well, it was founded on the island of Aki Aki in 1922 by a Nobel Prize winner who accidentally stepped on the Aki berry, and he took it back to the United States and turned it into a formulation, and he fed it to some cows, and the cows grew an extra head, and he knew that he had something very special. Guys, what is your product good for? What does it do, and who's it good for? Okay, can you answer that concisely? And without naming products or companies, can you in the chat tell me what does your product do and who is it good for? What do you guys think of those two questions? They're pretty easy questions when you think about it, but most people can't answer them.
Yeah, definitely. Important. I think if you don't know that, then you're trying to sell sand to the Eskimos.
You're on the Santa Eskimos kick today. Now,
Yeah.
was it you, Bert, that said that you could sell ice to Eskimos? Was that you?
I think I could, because I think it's an obvious sale. I mean, if they're making igloos out of ice cubes, obviously they're not going to want to do all the work and carve the ice and sculpt them. And what if they want a custom igloo? Do they have those kind of ice sculpting skills? Probably not. But let me tell you, I know a place where you can go to get these amazing handcrafted ice blocks that can customize your igloo exactly the way you want it. If you've got two little baby Inuits that you need in a separate area, I've got the divider blocks that you can actually just drop right into place to make that happen.
There you go. So Bert actually could sell ice to Eskimos, but Angus says that selling sand to Eskimos is a challenge, and I'm inclined to agree. So I'm waiting on the chat to see, guys, what does your product do and who is it good for? Answer me that. Riddle me that, Batman. What does your product do and who's it good for? Most people, notice how slow it's. I know there's a delay on the chat. Let's see what we got here. Hello, Anna Laura. So good to see you. Okay. It helps with natural healing, and it's good for people who don't want to deal. By the way, I probably will read what you write in the chat aloud, and I will say your name so people might come hunting you down. Please no product names or company names, but somebody might need what. So if you do a good job on this, somebody might go, ooh, who is that? And if they contact me, I'll make sure I point them at you. So her product helps people with natural healing, and it's good for people who don't want to deal with the side effects of drugs anymore. Okay. Let's see. Oh, now they're going quick because they think they're going to get a plug. My product gives you traveling discounts, and it's good for anybody looking to travel and fun people. Okay. Christina's product saves dollars on everything you're already spending on. Her service is great for families of all income levels and businesses. Well, that's a little broad, Christina. You might want to tighten that a little bit. We're going to teach you how. Blah, blah, blah. Diana's created a marketing monster in Bert. No, Bert was a marketing monster long before I met him. He just needed a great platform to come out and be a monster on. Let's see.
Let me just say that I was laughing for like the first 10 minutes. I was like, oh, I must have been coming to this thing for a while, because everything that you said, I was like, I say all that. I like every little, like the little, like, I can't now, it's like disappearing out of my head, but I say all of those little things. I'm like, oh, I say all of that stuff, and it's because it works. That's why. If you try it and you use it and it works, then you don't stop using it. You just keep doing that because it's working.
Bert is ultimately among the most teachable people I've ever met, but he makes it his own. So he doesn't try to walk around and repeat exactly the same things or something. He just learns a move, right? It's a move, Bert. It's not a, it's a move. Here's a move. Right. You know, we teach moves. So this is a move here. Okay, so Adele's helps rebuild the collagen in your body. Whoops, I'm sorry, you guys are moving now. Now you guys are writing, so I lost it. Where'd it go? And it helps people who suffer from arthritis. Rick has for anybody who wants to travel. Sorry, it's moving again. All right, stop writing for a minute. I told them to write, now they're ready. Anybody who wants to travel, save money, and enjoy awesome experiences with family and friends, plus they can make extra money for their family. Angus, nobody can understand Scottish accents. Stop it. Okay, so Rose's a marketing platform. Her product is a marketing platform, and it's good for a small business owner. Brian, okay, Brian, I'm going to ask you to think about this one. My product is a prosperity vehicle and good for all. What does that mean? Let's think about that. What is a prosperity vehicle? Might want to work on that, and we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Saves you money, because if you walk up to 10 people on the street and you said, hey, by any chance do you know anybody that suffers from joint pain? I have a product that rebuilds your collagen. You know anybody that would be helpful for? Most of the people are going to think of somebody in their life that has collagen. Has joint pain. I mean, right now, if I were to say to both you guys, hey, do you know anyone that has joint pain? I have a cool product that helps rebuild collagen, you know, really eases up the pain. Could you think of someone in your life that has arthritis? I can.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I mean, maybe you don't have arthritic people in your family, but most people, if you were to say that to them very casually and comfortably, you know exactly who you're looking for. I'm looking for people that have joint pain. I like to not use disease names. Arthritis is a condition, and it borderlines on a medical claim, so I don't like to go there. But hey, do you know anybody that has a lot of pain in their joints? I have a new product. It's really cool. It rebuilds the collagen, helps the pain. Mm-hmm. Most people are going to know someone like that. If I say, and Brian, I'm not teasing you, I'm just trying to help you with your wording, so please really know. If I say to you, do you guys know anybody that's looking for a prosperity vehicle? What's your reaction to that?
What?
Yeah, what does that mean? You know, the average person on the street, they're not prosperity conscious like we are, so they're just going to be like, they're either going to make fun or they're going to not know what you're talking about. So when we answer these two questions, okay, we have to be really clear. What does my product do or service, and who is it good for? Okay, and you could change that wording, because your product might be, it helps people make money, and it's good for folks that are, you know, need to make some extra cash. That's pretty straightforward. You know, hey guys, do you know anybody who needs to make some extra cash? I just found something cool. That's pretty straightforward, and people will go, you know, oh yeah, my brother-in-law is like really broke, he needs some help. That's very straightforward. But once we get into a little weird languaging, okay, either lingo, like if I say I have a patented nutraceutical that is excellent for easing the side effects of advanced nutrient depletion in the adults from age 41 to 49, if I say something like that, people are like, what are you talking about? But if I say, hey, do you know anyone who's in their 40s that's starting to feel a little run down? Everybody knows who that is. I'm one of them. Okay, and please don't pitch me today. Okay. So let's look and see. So I just want to give you guys some straight up stuff. You know, I just want to teach you. Okay. Again, I have people naming products, which I asked you guys not to. Can we all be good kids here? Otherwise, I'll sig Angus on you. Okay, see, this one is, I help people achieve health and wealth through coaching, training, and hot beverages. I don't know about that one, okay? I really want you guys to get clear. So, and I understand, Brian, I know you were totally speaking figuratively, but what I want you, don't be sorry, honey. It's just some coaching, and one, I appreciate your participating. Two, I want to make sure you know that I'm not, I could go through, if I were to ask this question to 100 people in the space, 90 of them would not be able to answer the question really well. So that's normal. You know, it's normal. But what I want you guys to do, hi Elia, I want you guys to really tighten up. You need to be able to see, you can't go after your target customer if you don't know what your product does and who it's good for. Okay, so let's try it one more time and let's drill it down. My product blank, you know, my product does blank, my product is whatever, or service, and it's good for blank. Okay, and let's use MLSP, guys. Let's all do an example. My product is an internet marketing system. It's good for people that want to generate more leads and reps for their primary marketing company. Okay, that's a simple way. And that would be, I would be speaking to somebody that's already in the industry. If I was speaking to somebody that wasn't in the industry, that wouldn't even make sense. So we have to be aware of who we're talking to. Can you, Bert, make up a product and say what it is and who it's good for? You're good at this. I just don't want to use I don't want to use what we do or different people do, because I don't want anybody to think we're hijacking the call. And I also want to just do some you know, just
I would say I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna use the product. This is a great product because people will think I'm silly, and I think my friend Brian McDaniel will love this. This is how no one can see my feet because I wear these. They're camouflage, but they're a type of shoe that you probably have seen, right? They're like a poly. I don't want to say the brand because I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but you guys have probably seen these. They're like a slip-on shoe. It's called, I'll just say it's called Crocs, right? Mm-hmm. So Crocs are an amazing product, and who they can really serve best are people like health nurses and other health professionals that are on the go that need a reliable, non-slip.
Okay, Bert, stop for a minute. Don't sell me. Just answer the question. What is your product do and who's it good for?
It's
guys, I want to hang on, Bert. Guys, I want to back this down because then after we can sell the product. But right now it's just us guys. So I just what's the product and who's it good for?
So the product is non-slip shoes and it's good for healthcare professionals.
Yeah. So I have 9 non-slip shoes, and it's good for healthcare professionals and people that are on their feet all day.
You want another one?
Yeah, Angus, go.
My product is good for keeping you awake, and my product keeps you awake at night, and it's good for people who stay up late for webinars.
Yeah. Exactly. And guys, you could pick up anything in your house right now. Guys, my product writes, so you're able to write with it. It's good for people that want to take down notes. Okay. My product, I'm just grabbing things. My product helps me talk to people across the country and around the world. It's good for people that want to communicate with other folks. Okay, can you guys practice? These are good. I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal, Bert, because I'm pulling things
right. Look, I got something right here.
There you go.
Right here. This product will help you talk to other people online.
Exactly. So I'm pulling weird things off my desk. My product is for people that have pain in their feet. It helps keep your feet comfortable all day. It's just an insert, guys. I bought it this store. Okay. My product is some tapes by Network Marketing Masters. It's good for people that want to improve their skills in network marketing. You know, I could.
This product is going to revolutionize the canned and drinking beverage industry. This little piece of aluminum foil is actually a little topper, and it just covers your aluminum can.
There you go.
Keeps it fresh.
My product is a teddy bear, and it's for people that want to cuddle when their loved one is away. You know, I'm just grabbing stuff. So do you guys see this is sell me this pen. Who's seen it? Wolf of Wall Street, man. Do you guys understand? And this really is what went on in the Wolf of Wall Street. Most people don't understand what their product does and who it's for. Therefore, they're saying all this stuff, and it's kind of all over the place. So we can't go find your ultimate customer if you can't answer these questions. So just in the chat, hey, Randy, good to see you. Just in the chat, can you guys just give me a yay or nay? Do you follow this? Does this make sense? And do you understand how important? A lot of times when people teach customer avatar, they do these big diagrams and all this other stuff, but the people can't answer the first question. So therefore, all the work they do is useless because they haven't identified it. Okay? And what I want you to do when you do this exercise is take all the sales words out. I still see people using sales words. I want you to drill down is what is it, what does it do, and who's it good for? Okay? Mm-hmm. That's it. Don't sell it. Don't convince on it. None of that. What is it and what is it good for? My product is something you can drink in the afternoon. It helps you have more energy. It's helpful for people that get the afternoon slump.
Yeah.
Okay. No sales words. What is it? What does it do? Who's it good for? Okay. So they're saying it makes sense. Everybody says makes sense. Okay. No, actually, Mark, it's not your elevator pitch. Very important you understand. This is not your elevator pitch. This is you understanding what you have. Okay? Because the next part of this training is going to take you to the next level. Okay? You have to understand what you have, and you have to get rid of this manic desire to pitch. Okay? It's so funny in this space, and Bert, I know you've seen it. People are like super cool and normal. We're just hanging out, we're having a beer or whatever, and we're having a good time, right? And then all of a sudden, you take the same guy and you bring him into a network marketing meeting, or he's making a video or something for his business, and he's like this normal, totally cool dude, and all of a sudden he's like, hello and welcome, I'm very excited, blah, 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 and it's absolutely incredible. You're in the right place at the right time. It's Tuesday at 3 p.m., and you know what that means. You know? You guys ever see that? It's just like normal person, MLM guy, da-da-da, he wears a cape, it's like incredible, and everybody when they see that guy coming is like, oh my gosh, you know? Okay, somebody asked, can I explain sales words? I'm seeing I saw sales words like revolutionary, that prosperity, I'd have to scroll back up, exclusive, top notch. Rick, I'm not picking on you. I can't even scroll up anymore. There's tons more. Okay. you want to get away from exclusive, revolutionary, patented, proprietary, what else? There's so many of them, okay? I want you to bring it down to, if you had to explain to a 6-year-old, honey, this is a pen and it's good for people that want to write their name. Bring it down.
If you're not sure, if you go into groups, most of the ads in groups will be full of them.
Yeah, exactly. And you read them, and here's the thing. You know that they're weird pitches from a mile away. Mm-hmm. So, and it's not, the company training, you know, we joke, we tend to repeat after what we hear. But what happens then is we don't understand what it is we're selling, so we don't understand who to talk to. Okay? Yeah. You got to remember, the job of any upline or any company, including me, hello, you know, is to get you guys to move more product. Okay? We want to move volume. Okay? Your upline wants you to move volume, and guess what? You want your downline to move volume. So we tend to send people out and just go, and go. And they just kind of go out and go wild, and then they get shot down, and then we have to nurse them and bandage them and hopefully retain them. Okay? Here at MLSP, we're teaching you to be a marketing professional. Would I train this at a corporate MLM training? No, I wouldn't. Okay? But you're here because you've raised your hand and you've stepped up and said, I want to be a professional marketer. So I am training you what professional marketers learn. This is like $10,000 seminar stuff. I know it doesn't seem like it because I'm waving a pen around. But then again, if you saw The Wolf of Wall Street, and if you didn't, cover your eyes on the naughty parts and watch the movie. It is naughty. I mean, I won't kid you. I mean, we were watching the movie, and my husband goes, really glad we didn't bring the kids. And my kids are 18 and 21. He was like, I would have been mortified if my kids were here. Okay. So yes, Mark, correct. Condensation into the simplest possible form. Okay. An elevator pitch is an actual sales hook. This is just understanding what you're selling, okay? Maurice, like you just wrote, get rid of natural product, okay? I mean, my product helps you get rid of achy joints. You know, radiant skin. You're still using sales words. Bert, when's the last time you sat around the house with your wife around the wood stove and talked about radiant skin?
I never said that, ever.
Yeah, not once, right? Nobody says diminish lines and you know, diminish lines and small wrinkles, you know, fine wrinkles, okay? We don't say those words in real life. So this is, you know, basically the bottom line is your product, Maurice, is it helps fix your joints and helps you lose some weight. Yeah. And it's great for people that are just, you know, aging or getting on or have some extra weight. Really simple. And again, I'm not giving anybody grief, and Maurice knows I love him. In fact, Maurice has one of the best stories. If you guys don't know Maurice Walker, go find him. He has one of the best product results I've ever seen in this industry. It made me cry. It made me cry and proud to be a part of this industry, and I'm not affiliated with his company or his product. So now that we know what our product does and who it's good for, what we have to do now is start to look for what we call message to market match. Write that down. Message to market match, okay? And I say like this, here's your message, this is what my product does, and this is who it's good for, and here's the audience you look for, people that want that thing. And we're trying to connect, because if I put food in front of somebody who's been on a desert island for a week and hasn't had any, how quick are they going to eat it? Pretty darn quick. Yeah. How fussy are they going to be about what it is? I'll never forget when I had my first daughter, the lovely Jillian, as you know, Angus. Yeah. And I came into the hospital, and I was there for many, many, many hours, and they didn't have me order food in the evening because I was still in labor and you couldn't eat. And I had her at 4:05 a.m., okay? And it wasn't time for the breakfast staff to come in yet, so there was no breakfast yet. And I hadn't ordered food the night before that they had set aside for me. I was so ravenous after having that baby, I didn't care, and I don't think I've ever experienced hunger in my life except for that one day. I did not care what it was, and I actually ate something that I hate because I was so hungry. It didn't matter. If it was food and I could eat it, I was going to have it. That's a message to market match. Hungry, food, boom. Okay? When you create a message to market match, the people don't fuss, they don't complain, they don't have drama. If somebody is really obese, okay? Been there in my life and still quite a bit chubby now. When I wanted to lose weight for my wedding, I didn't care if you told me you were going to pull out my guts. I wanted to lose weight because I wanted to look pretty on my wedding day. I didn't care what it was. I didn't care what the side effect was. I didn't care if I was going to die from it a week later, as long as those damn pictures looked good and my family knew I looked beautiful on one day. That's message to market match. I wanted something, you put it in front of me. Boom. So do you guys understand what message to market match is? Do you guys have any comments on that concept? No comments?
No, I think your wedding one was a good example.
Yeah. So that's fine. I just want to make sure that everybody understands message to market, because now we're going to talk about how we find the message to market. Because in attraction marketing, what's cool is if you're doing attraction marketing right, sorry, Don's hungry. If you're doing message to market, if you're doing attraction marketing right, you never get rejected. People are like, it's impossible. No, it's true. You never have objections. You never have all the complaints and the drama and all the stuff that everybody reports. Bert, I know you've experienced this since you started learning this, really learning it. What's your prospecting life like?
What's my prospecting life like?
Yeah, when's the last time somebody asked you if this was a pyramid scheme, or somebody asked you?
That never happens anymore. And the amazing part is, before I started doing, using any of this stuff, it was hard. I was struggling. I was like, I would be that guy. I knew that I was Bert, but I would call people, and I would literally get, all of a sudden I would be afraid. I didn't know, because I didn't know what to tell them, because I didn't have any idea of what I had or who I was trying to talk to. So, since then, really, it's become super easy because I learned to be myself. I learned to package things. I learned what I had and who to give it to, right? And the best part is, people don't pitch me. Today, right before I came to this, I had a lady that came to me. This is the best part, guys. When they talk about people coming to you, I had a lady that just contacted me on an instant message on Facebook right before this and said, Bert, can I get with you on Tuesday or on Thursday at this exact time at 2 p.m. on this time, because that's when I'll be off work and I want to join your company. Oh, yes, absolutely. She just asked me if she can join me. Can she set an appointment to join me? Absolutely. That's the best part. She looked
at you as a business person, because that's why she wanted to set an appointment, because she valued your time and she saw you as a business leader and a business person. It's magical. Look at him. He almost looks like he's a little kind of like, maybe I'm misinterpreting through the video, but it looks like you're almost a little emotional about the fact that that's happening.
I don't think that, people, because sometimes I get emotional. Sometimes people just, they don't, I think that we're not getting it. I thought it was I thought it was unbelievable before. How would it ever be that people will come to you? These people were talking, you find the guy on the internet and he's like, and it'll be so amazing, people will call you in the middle of the night and they'll join your company on autopilot and you'll be rich tomorrow. And I was like,
oh my God. Look, it's Steve Jaffe impersonation.
I was like, that's amazing, I'm going to do it, right? And then when you figure out and you peel back what's really happening, you say, okay, listen, to get to that place where everything's on automatic, you have to, there's steps that are required. The reason it's powerful, it makes me get cry-eyed, is because, check this out, if you just actually do it, even if it's scary, even if you don't want to, once you you don't want to because it's scary, once you walk through that and you're like, oh my gosh, I could just be Bert, I don't have to be that crazy sales guy okay, and now if you follow my 5-step magic secret bonus formula, I'll show you how you can own ShamWow. You can actually own the company tomorrow just by filing these 5 patented secret forms, right? You don't have to be that guy.
I gotta stop him. I gotta stop.
Yeah. Anyways, that's why I get teary-eyed, because it's amazing to me that applying the principles actually worked, and if done over and over again, it gets to a point where it's really, really, it's so not work, it's almost, it's unbelievable.
But it all goes back to, I'm looking for people that are looking for me, and knowing what your product is and who it's good for. See, if you don't know what your product is and who it's good for, you're running around trying to convince people, okay? And you're trying to see if Bert knows, and he knows that he knows that he knows that this is what I have, it really, really works, and it's good for these people. He doesn't have to go out and do combat with all the people that it's not the right product or service for. Like a couple people said they're selling travel, okay? And they're selling travel with great deep discounts, okay? If you understand, I have the best, and I don't know which program you guys are with, there's several travel deals. I have the best deals under the sun for getting luxury travel at wholesale prices. Okay, and you know that that's true. Do you know how many people I know that sell travel that have never used the service? It's fascinating to me. How do you know if it's a good deal? You've never used it. But if you know that it's a good deal, you can legitimately say to someone, I totally appreciate that you might be a little skeptical. Let me do a quick search. Let's compare the trip that you're ready to book and what I can find for it, or however your program works. If you say something with conviction because you know what your product does and who it's good for, they will respond to you, whether it's in writing, whether it's in video, whether it's on a hangout, or whether it's in person. Okay? And even if they don't go your way because it's not what they're looking for or not right for them, they're going to respect your communication and they're going to keep you in mind. But if you don't know what your product does and who it's good for, and you're using a bunch of sales words, you're not going to get where you want to go. Okay, so it all starts, customer avatars start with knowing who you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have a training, you know what, we're going to run it, we're probably going to do part 2 on this, because I didn't realize that. I really want to draw pictures and do all kinds of things, but there's this one training that I want you guys to understand. Well, I only have so much time today, so this may end up being maybe a 2-parter. Yeah. But I want you to understand this. Angus, your airport is too little, but you've been in Heathrow, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Edinburgh Airport's pretty small. It's so friendly. It's very nice. You just walk right out, and the cab guy's there, and he's so nice. But if let's say I'm coming to London in May, and you come down from Scotland. And our friend Debbie calls her and says, Angus, can you run over? She gives you her car because you're visiting. She says, run over to Heathrow and pick Diane up. She doesn't tell you, and make believe that you had never seen me before, even though you know what I look like. Make believe you didn't know what I look like. Okay. You go to Heathrow Airport, which is one of the biggest airports in the world, if you guys have never been there. Believe me, you think the U.S. airports are big, some of them? Nah. You think Atlanta or Chicago's big? Ain't nothing. And she doesn't tell you which terminal, which airline, and you don't know what I look like. And you're wandering around the airport, and she doesn't tell you exactly what time. She says Tuesday afternoon. What are you going to do at the airport to try to find me?
Ask people, ask for an announcement, look.
Yeah, so you're going to be wandering, maybe you'd make a sign. You're wandering around and going, Diane! Diane!
Hold up a sign, get an announcement, be all over the place, but it would be hard.
Yep. Yeah. So you're looking all over. But the chances of you finding me, if you don't know where I am, what terminal, what time, what airline, and what I look like, is pretty darn small. Yeah. Right? Definitely. Well, that's what most people are doing in their business. They're running around and they just go, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm selling. I don't really know what it's good for. I think I'll just go in Facebook groups and paste stuff all over the place. And I'll hope that somebody shows up. I'll just hope that I go to Heathrow and find Hockman. Okay? Yeah. I'm hoping that if I do this all day long and I work really hard, that maybe, just maybe, somebody will buy or somebody will become a lead. Now, do we see how impossible that is? And by the way, how do I know? I did it. Guys, I didn't do it on the internet because I'm old. I did it around my town. I used to put flyers all over. I was like the local spammer. You know, I was hanging up, lose weight now, ask me how, you know, all this stuff. Work from home. I had all these little flyers. I probably still have some in the closet. I littered my town. So I am not knocking doing what you know how to do until you can learn better. But it was when I started to educate myself as a marketer, like we do here at My Lead System Pro, that I started to go, you know what? I could really leverage myself a heck of a lot better than running around town and hoping that some lady who's taking a dump in the bathroom, sorry to be crude, notices my flyer and goes, wow, I'd like to lose weight, you know, while she's pooping. I mean, sorry, that's gross, but you know, that was my method. Let's see, people who poop, weight loss products. That could be a match, maybe somehow, some way. No, okay. So we need to know what our product does, who it's good for, and then our next job is start to discover where do people that need what I have, or I should say want what I have. Okay, people who want things buy much quicker than people who need things. How many of you guys know people who need your products? Wouldn't buy them in a million years. Anybody know anybody who needs to lose weight, needs to get healthy, needs better skin, needs more money? They don't do things because they need them. They do things because they want them. Be really, really clear. Okay? Everybody says, oh, I'm broke, and then they go buy a new Xbox. It's like, I thought you just said you were broke. Oh, well, I just really like the games. It's my entertainment. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have to start to investigate where are the people that are the match to my message. Okay? And now my nails are pretty beaten up. Somebody was talking about my hands looking good. My hands might be nice, but my nails are a mess. See, this one's broken. It's broken, Angus. Look at that. It broke. I'm very upset. Okay.
That's very sad. You need a new...
Anita said she was doing that just a few years ago. Listen, guys, if you've done this, if you've littered Facebook, if you've littered Twitter, if you littered MySpace back in the day, if you've littered your town, you get a gold star from me. I'll put it right on your forehead because you tried. You tried. Okay? You were out doing what you knew how to do. If you'll only do what you know how to do, things will change, because what happens is you get frustrated and then you move on to the next thing. So now what we're going to, Angus littered car parks and toilets. Excellent. Excellent. With flyers and Hot Pockets. You thought Hot Pockets were little lunch things. No, they're marketing mechanisms. So now let's go over, and it's really fun because today it's super easy. Somebody tell me, I'm gonna put on screen share in a minute, but somebody tell me what your product does. Okay, without salesman language. Just go ahead in the chat now. Tell me what your product does. I'll just wait a minute. Do do do. You have that one for me, Bert? Do do do.
I didn't have that up. I can't believe that.
I should have had you cue it. We didn't. Somebody tell me, because I could scroll up, but I can't scroll up. Just tell me. I just need one thing. What does your product do? Who's it good for? Fill me in. I'll wait. Brian says he drove 150 miles to talk to a guy who knew a guy. Brian, God bless you. We all did it. YouTube will shut us down if we play it for more than 60 seconds. So.
I know. I got it. I had my.
Somebody tell me what your product does and who it's good for, so I can go ahead and do a little research for you and show you some cool stuff. Okay. Ron says. Okay. Larry, makes people money is, for me, and save people money, it's vague. It's vague. Because I can't go and search for people, although, actually I'm lying. Saves people money, I can do research on, like, ultimate couponing and all that type of stuff. I suppose makes people money, we could go into, money groups. I'm trying to find one. Oh boy, internet copy and paste. I'm frightened by that one. I'm very frightened. Okay, let's go for weight loss. Weight loss is easy. Okay. Now, anybody know, this is one of the things I love to do. I like to find people that I can guarantee are looking to lose weight. What do you guys think? Do you think that makes sense if I'm going to put a message in front of someone, to put a message in front of people that we know want to lose weight? So can you guys, and I need Bert to help me on this because I'm looking for something stateside, Angus, and then you can tell me on the other side of the ocean. But name a personality that is a fitness or weight loss personality out in the marketplace that people love.
That I don't know his last name, but you know that Bob guy from The Biggest Loser?
Yeah, I was thinking of Jillian Michaels. I can't think of his last name.
I was just I was just thinking of someone. Jillian's good. That works.
Jill. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Now, Facebook. Oh, look. And Michelle Pescasolino comes up. Facebook has something called graph search, okay? And we are able to search, if we can target something that we know that people that want to lose weight are interested in, okay, we can go and we can start to look at who the fans are. So first of all, I could sit here and I have thousands of people, okay, thousands of people that like Jillian Michaels, which means they're either interested in fitness or weight loss. Now we can take it further. Interests of, whoops, favorite interests of fans of Jillian Michaels. Jesus Christ, wow, interesting. And we can start looking through and finding, if we know people like Jillian Michaels, and we know that these are the favorite things that people that like Jillian Michaels are into, what we can start to do, and I know some of you guys may think this is a little off when you're looking at some of these, but what this can start to do is help us. Okay, we're going to draw pictures. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Angus, stop getting so... Angus is like, yeah, picture time. Woo. It's
Okay.
nighttime over there, guys. If you're in America, you don't know. Angus may or may not have enjoyed a beverage or two. He's like, woohoo, pictures! I love it!
You got to stop with your beverage pictures. You make me nervous.
But my scone pictures.
No, your scone pictures are fine. It's your mango whatever pictures.
Right, okay.
Okay. You guys, you got to get a notebook. Okay, I don't have mine right here, but I keep a notebook. Sorry, this is poorly drawn. I keep a notebook about everything I can possibly learn about my customer, okay? And what you want to do in the notebook, I'm trying to do this here, is you want to start drawing a picture that represents this person. Okay, you're going to make it out like it's one person, but that person represents your whole market. Wow, come on, make me another leg. Okay?
That's a person.
This is a person. I'm trying very hard, okay? You're going to give your person a name, okay? So my person may be Mary because there's more ladies looking for weight loss than men, although there's a lot of men looking for fitness. But I'm I'm figuring out about how old Mary is. If I go back over to Facebook and I start searching again on who are those fans, I can start figuring out the average age, the average, you know, all kinds of things and characteristics of people that are into something that is similar to what I'm selling. Okay, this is somebody's personal page, but I'm looking for, oh, that's their page. I don't want that. P90X is a infomercial. Fancy. Look, there's Randy. P90X is an exercise and fitness program. So let's say I'm more into like weightlifting and fitness. I can start to go through here, and I can start to figure out what are the characteristics of my perfect customer, and I want to keep taking notes. What? That's the wrong thing. So I want to figure out. It's her name is Mary. Potentially, you know, she's female. She's in the range of 40 to 55. Okay, lives in suburbia.
I've just done a search on people who like bacon, and it came up.
Really? You came up as a person who likes bacon? When will the bacon jokes ever die? And when they send me the bacon stuff, I'm like, what's up with the bacon stuff? It's Angus. It's not me with the bacon. I'm the Jell-O girl. Bert, there's always room for Jell-O.
First person is Lisa Thompson.
Lisa, but that's because Lisa Thompson put up more memes about bacon than anybody in America.
Yeah. And then a meal. Anyways.
So I can start doing research. And the way I do research is I ask people questions, okay? I'm always surveying and asking my customers questions. I'm always surveying and asking people that I meet questions. I can do research on Facebook. I can do research on Twitter. I can go in and find out everybody who's mentioned Jillian Michaels in the last hour and start to look at their information. And I can start drilling this down until I know this person inside and out. I can figure out what they've tried, has tried Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and loves to watch The Biggest Loser. Husband is slightly overweight, but can eat anything he wants. She gains weight, even looking at a scone. Angus is always showing me his scones. I gain weight when I look at them, Angus. I hate you. And so on and so forth. So I'm continually taking notes and researching by asking people, who do you know who? Write that down. It's the biggest, most important thing you can learn in network marketing in this industry. Who do you know who? Blank. Who do you know who is looking to lose some weight? Who do you know who has lost weight recently? Because you can ask someone who lost weight. If you ask somebody who lost weight recently, hey, how did you do it? They love to tell you. Okay, don't ask people if they got fat recently how they did it. They don't like to tell you. But if you ask somebody, that recently lost weight, if you go out and survey some of these people, it is amazing how exact you can get. And everything is about knowing your customer inside and out. I can sit and describe my customer better than they can describe themselves. I can sit, and they write to me and they go, I feel like you know me. I feel like you're speaking into me. I feel like you've been sitting in my office watching my frustration. It's because I have made it a study. Once you know your customer, it is so easy to then go ahead, and by the way, come tomorrow night. I'll make sure you get there at the end of the night, end of this webinar. Come tomorrow night and learn about copywriting, because if you know your customer and you can write copy or talk on video, that's like, feels like naughty there. I feel like I'm being naughty, like I don't know, a third grade boy or something. That is message to market match. I can write things all day long that make people come to me. It takes practice. It takes study. But here's the most important part. It takes actually caring. Okay? How many moms out there are trying to figure out summer vacation right now and trying to figure out how they're going to make ends meet because their husband only got a 1% increase this year. He didn't get a Christmas bonus that they usually use for vacation, but they don't want the kids to not have a family vacation. And she's on the internet trying to figure out right now how she's going to take her family on vacation. She is the perfect prospect for your travel deal. How are you going to find her? Where is she searching? This, guys, this plays into everything that you do, because if you understand your prospect, guess what your video targeting, how that works with your video targeting. It's magical, because you know where to put your videos. You know where to put your audios if you guys are doing the SoundCloud work, the SoundCloud Mojo, whatever they call it. Keep being naughty. If you understand when you write things on Facebook, if you understand their prospect, they feel like you're talking right to them. If you do a webinar or a hangout, the people are much more likely to convert. Okay, if you understand that you have a product that's for people that have achy knees and joints, and you start doing research, name something that has to do with achy knees and joints. I'm on Facebook, but I'm still looking at you. What kind of over-the-counter drugs do people use for that? Anybody know? I'm trying to think of
Do you know if you search for Lights Diane Hockman, the first person that comes up is Larry?
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that my husband likes me best. That's good to know. You guys have learned all this fun stuff now. So we have the Arthritis Foundation. Okay, I just figured this out. So I could do fans of okay, and I can start to figure out who are these people, what's going on for them, what's the names of all the medications they're taking, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I can drill down so that the people feel like I know exactly what they're going through. I promise you, if I had another hour, I could sit here with you. I could learn about arthritis like nobody's business, and I could go write a whole ad campaign, totally attracting.
6,000 people like Tramadol.
Tramadol, yeah. Oh, see, now everybody knows these. You know, I could learn the names of all the medications, all the symptoms. I could talk to 10 or 12 people and find out what it feels like, right? MSM, a lot of people use natural for joint relief. You know, I could totally be able to speak the language of arthritis. Do you think I could get people to try my product if I really understood them?
Yeah.
So I'm going to close out with this, and we could do a lot more on this. We don't have time today. But here's the deal. If you truly care, see, let go of trying to sell stuff and truly care about the people that are the perfect match for your product and take the time to know them and document them. Okay, guys, I got enough drugs. They're still putting up drugs. If you do that and you learn to speak the language that they speak, I don't mean like a foreign language, but I mean that people like Bert, you run and you do triathlons and junk like that, right? Aren't there words in lingo that only triathletes use, and you know another one from a mile away?
Yes, for sure.
Right? Yeah. You know, teachers. Angus is an educator. If I hang around with my husband's colleagues, they all use certain words and terms. There's a language that groups all use. When you know this and you apply this to your marketing using all the techniques that we give you at MLSP, Lordy Lou, does the way people respond to you change. It's like magic, and it's virtually overnight. So I can't encourage you guys enough. If you're a visitor here today, make sure you go ahead and grab, I just put out the link, a trial, because guess what we have? And I'll show you real quick, and then I'm going to send you over to register for tomorrow night because it's really important. Let me log in, and let me find the page, and let me turn on the screen share. And if y'all are members and you haven't really taken advantage, you really gotta, because look at what we have back here. With what I taught you today, can you be a better Facebook marketer? Yes. Yeah. With what I taught you today, could you be a better Twitter marketer? Yes. With what I taught you today, can you be a better LinkedIn marketer? Yes. With what I taught you today, could you write a better description and get a great meetup group going? Absolutely. Could you be a better Google Plus marketer? Can you do search engine optimization better? You can go through this training and learn it all, but if you don't know what your product does and who it's good for, it's really hard to do proper search engine optimization, and you end up finding the wrong people. You don't have a match. So search engine optimization, keyword research. Can you be a better blogger if you understand the language of your prospect? Absolutely. Can you write better content and articles? Can you do better videos? Can you do better audios? And I could go down. These are all the trainings that we have back here for people. Can you tell better stories? Can you work in forums better? Can you do all of this better? Absolutely. It all comes from understanding who your customer is, and that takes a little time and a little research. But guys, it is so worth it. Yeah. Because I got to tell you, when you know this, you can skip a lot of the complicated stuff. When you know this, you speak right. My mentor taught me, don't speak to people, speak into people. There's a big difference. You can practice that this week. Don't speak to people, speak into people, right into their heart and soul, right into their core. If somebody is suffering, if there's a woman that wants to take her family on vacation and she's trying to figure it out and you're there for her, she's going to feel you. If somebody has joint pain, if somebody has, you know, Maurice suffered with, irritable bowel and all these other things. If people are suffering the minute they hear you, you got to figure out who they are, figure out their language, and if you're like them, you know the language, and then get in front of them. And when you do, because you just got to figure out where they hang out. Because people always hang out together.
Yeah. And what you said it again tonight, and you said it last night, it's about knowing what people want. It's not what you think they want.
Absolutely. And it's really studying them.
I had someone yesterday who asked me a question and immediately put on my Facebook wall and started asking me questions about my pension. Because he decided, because he sells pensions, that I needed a pension. Didn't know me, no relationship, just started asking me questions.
Right. And see, if he had asked you a proper question, and he had said, so Angus, I could sell you a pension right now if I wanted to, Angus, probably, but, if I started asking you a question about what kind of pensions do they have for educators in the United Kingdom, my husband gets a great pension. What's it like for you guys?
Yeah.
If I got you to answer those questions and you talked to me about part-time and changing schools and this and that, I probably could get you to start thinking about needing a pension. But here's the question. Isn't it easier to go find people that already want a pension?
Exactly.
or people who want insurance? Yeah. Isn't it easier to really know who they are and then get in front of them? This is the magic of the internet and what we have at MLSP is it allows you to locate the exact right perfect people. I don't talk to anybody that's not in the home business space. I don't talk to anybody that isn't building a home business that wants more help, that wants to make more money, that wants to generate more leads. I don't talk to anybody that isn't looking for me. And that's the promise of all this. So I want to thank all of you for participating. Everybody did a great job today. You guys are awesome. Definitely in the MLSP group, feel free to write some stuff in there, ask questions, just tag me. Let me know you need anything on this topic. Would love to have it. And again, this one this week was by request, so hopefully it helped the person who requested it. If you guys have requests, let me know. Sometimes you have to remind me. And I'm going to push all of you right now in a second over to register for tomorrow night. Guys, be there, invite people. It's a big deal. As always, I want to thank Bert. Bert, you're the I don't know, you're special. That's all I have to say about that. And of course, Angus, it's getting late over there. I love you. I'm glad you're here. And thank you for coming and just really helping the crowd today. You guys are super duper awesome. I will see all you guys next Tuesday, and hopefully you guys will tell me what the topic is. I don't know what it is yet. We'll figure it out when we get there. Everybody go ahead and register now for the course. I'm sending you there. Did it work? I tried redirecting you.
The chat is disabled, but...
Well, I tried to redirect everybody. Yeah.
It doesn't redirect us.
The little people.
There it goes. There it goes. They're being sent.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Magnificent.
Bye, Bear. Nice to see you, Diane.
See you later. Bye.
Okay.